What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zoe. No Days Off DFS. Unfortunately, we do have an off day in DFS. The WNBa, of course, as you guys know, typically on Mondays is an off day in the league for whatever reason, even though they could still technically spread out the games. I mean, considering that tomorrow we literally have a 6-game slate. Huge slate, and don't worry, I will have a breakdown for that. But instead of doing all my little rambles and rants like I do intermittently throughout my videos, I'm gonna give you guys one full long one, and especially because I am going to go over who I believe doing my all-star voting. If you guys haven't voted already for your WNBa all-star, just go onto the website, man. Make your little account real quick, and then go ahead and vote for the ladies on who you believe should make it to be an all-star this year. Definitely something pretty cool, and nice to see your favorite players make it over there onto the field. But I'm gonna go over who I believe front court, and then do the guards and all that good stuff throughout this video. And yeah, we're gonna just take it from there in regards to it and whatnot. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoy content like this, or if you guys are just here for the DFS stuff, the laugh, the love, and all the other good stuff that I put out. Your support means everything. Thank you for everyone who actually watches the videos, comments, talks to me down in the comment section. It means a lot, and it really does help me continue to make these videos and things like that, so on and so forth. But like I said, on Tuesday, we have a huge slate on Tuesday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, starting with Sun and the Fever, Dream and Liberty. Both games tipping off at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Time. You got the Mystics taking on the Sky, Valkyrie taking on my Dallas Wings, the Aces taking on the Lynx. All those games are at 7. Why couldn't these be a little bit more spread out? Kathy. Fire the schedule maker. That's all I got to say. And then last but not least, we got the Storm taking on the Sparks. So if you guys have not been paying attention to the Commissioner's Cup, these games pretty much are the end all be all for the Commissioner's Cup. This is going to be the last games right here, and this is going to determine who's going to be coming out of the West, who's going to be coming out of the East. Tell you the truth, out of the West, it's going to be the Minnesota Lynx. They're going to go ahead and whip up on the Aces one more time. They're going to completely secure our first seed. And when I was looking at it earlier, because my boy BK, he sent us out of our group chat, the breakdown of what has to happen. So remaining Commissioner Cup scenarios for Tuesday, Minnesota needs to beat Las Vegas in order for them to win the West. If Minnesota loses to Las Vegas and Seattle beats LA, so Seattle has to beat LA, but Minnesota has to lose to the Aces, then Seattle will win the will win the West. And this is our Western Conference standing right here, as you can see. So Seattle can jump all the way up there to number 1. Now, there are 7 teams in the West. West also played way more games than the East. I understand the West technically got a new team. This is the part that, to me, and if someone can explain to me down in the comment section, because I've been trying to figure it out, it does not make sense to me. And this is going to be the first controversial topic or whatever. Don't worry. I am well documented as being a Caitlin Clark truther / hater at the same damn time. And it's going to come out right now. The Atlanta Dream. They are currently listed as number 1 with a 62-point differential, 3-1. All 3 of these teams up here at the top, they all have a 3-1 record. Someone please explain to me how the fuck is the Indiana Fever got the same record as Atlanta and New York, but their point differential is 31. That means that they've outscored their opponents 31 points over the 1, 2, 3, 4 games that they've played. They've scored at least 31 points. That's what it's added up to. New York Liberty, they have 61. Atlanta got 62. How the hell is New York not number 2? And to make things even just funky and weird, this is a scenario for the East. Atlanta beats New York, Atlanta wins the East. New York beats Atlanta, and Connecticut beats Indiana. Connecticut has to beat Indiana for New York to win the East. If New York beats Atlanta, and of course, Indy beats Connecticut, which, I mean, kind of writings on the wall, more than likely going to happen. Connecticut is the worst team out, well, second worst team out there. Actually, would they be the third worst? We can talk about that another time. Connecticut is one of the worst teams out there in the East. If Indy beats Connecticut, Indiana wins the East. How? I thought that was the whole point of the point differential, because Atlanta might lose. I expect JJ to be back for them to actually win this game if they care about the Commissioner's Cup. That's if they care. But if Atlanta wins, okay, cool. That's all fine, hunky dory. But if New York was to beat Atlanta, How the hell is it that if Indy beats Connecticut, not saying that they could blow them out to make up the huge point differential, unless they already got the script, they already got the I don't know, unless the script's already been written out and whatnot. But that just doesn't make any sense to me. Somebody make it make sense to me down in the comment section, because that's just ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, I do want to actually shout out the Chicago Sky, and I know the CC truthers, the pitchforks and stuff are going to be out, but Angel Reese had her first career triple-double. Yes, other guards do it all the time. They do it all the time. Cool, great. But this is a forward who is actually taking up the point forward duties on her team because her point guard is down, and she's showing us a lot out here. No, not super efficient. 2 of 7 from the field, 7 for 7 for the free throw line. At least she's making her free throws, but it's what she was doing everywhere else out there on the court. And she put up a huge, massive night. 11 points, 11 assists, 13 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks, was doing everything, getting into the face of Tina Charles. And Bria Hartley, you know what you did, fam. You know what you did. You pulled her hair. You legit had the hair wrapped in your hand and you yanked it back when you was trying to go for that loose ball. Don't make it seem like Angel was going crazy. And if you don't believe it, go watch the other angle of the replay, because she had every right to feel that way in regards to someone pulling her hair. She ain't wrong for how she felt in regards to that. Outside of that, though, the fact that finally Haley Van Lith, 24 minutes off the bench, 6 of 8 from the field, super uber efficient, 16 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. Love it. The upside is looking like this. This is the stuff that I was talking about that should be happening over here for Chicago Sky. The development of these younger players, so the way they can actually understand the rhythm, the flow, how the hell this team is supposed to be moving forward, especially once you've lost your vet presence that you had in Sloot. And Sloot's probably not coming back. Sloot's probably done. Sloot is more than likely retiring after all this and everything now. So to see these young girls be able to step up, great, amazing, loved it. It was good. It was good. I should have known after the Me Bounds memes and stuff that Angel had coming out, she was gonna go out here and go get that double-double. She just has to work on that efficiency. The dudes that been betting on her to miss her first bucket, I'm pretty sure you guys probably made some more money yesterday, because 2 of 7, I highly doubt that first shot would went in. And you know, even more for Angel Reese up here on the same daggone stat sheet and shit as Caitlin Clark, bro. Man, you can't tell me that she's not a good player. Fastest players to record a triple-double in WNBa history. So I honestly forgot Sabrina did that shit in 6 games. It took Clark 22 games in order to record a triple-double. I promise you, Paige is going to have a triple-double before 22 games. Watch it. Book it. Check that shit. She is going to. Clip this. Come back to it. Talk shit to me. But Paige is going to have that triple-double before 22 games. She is. Watch. But Angel Reese, 44 games, that's what's up. Honestly. That's crazy. That's amazing. And Paige is going to have that chance, especially if Arike is going to be out. Hopefully. Especially with that illness. That's some decent, interesting news right there. All right, but the big thing, the big news that we got to talk about is that remember when we came out, we found out that a certain center on the Seattle Storm said, "Yo, y'all ain't paying me enough minutes. I want out. Deuces. Let me get out of here." I did not think that my team would have the chance to actually snag and bag Lee. We talking about a center that honestly I don't think she's gonna be out there pouting. Not like Big T. Big T, you still gonna be coming off the bench. But the fact that we got Lee Yuri is coming to the Dallas Wings is huge. And we didn't have to give up any players. The only thing we did was waive Kalani. Like that was it. All we had to do was just waive Kalani. We gave us some draft picks, our 2026 second rounder, not our first, because of course we're going to need that first, but our 2026 second round pick, including the right to swap with Connecticut, our 2027 third round pick, which I'm like not talking shit, not being rude, but typically those draft picks anyway don't even make the league typically, especially your third round picks. They normally don't make the league, just being honest. So we gave up nothing truly to get Lee. We waived a player that was barely playing. A position that we honestly need bodies for is our bigs anyway. If G is going to be a future on the team for the future, and she's shown some pretty good sparks and everything and whatnot, but also to have Lee to be able to come in, and she can't stretch the floor. She's a pretty good rebounder when she's out there. She has good touch inside the paint. She just needs the touches. And honestly, if you haven't seen her play, one of those players, if she can control on not getting those offensive fouls, because she is big, just like how Big T will get called for a ridiculous offensive foul for no reason, or sometimes just for setting the screen. if she's good in all those aspects, man, it's going to be to the moon, especially if we can run a pretty good pick and roll or pick and pop. I am so fucking happy for that pick, man. But the only thing that gives me worry is the fact of our coach is Timu Jesus, and he still just hasn't really figured it out at all. That's the only downfall for my team. All right, head on over to go ahead and do my WNBa All-Star voting. So gonna come down here, gonna talk about each player that I want to actually vote for. Of course, we already know Fee MVP campaign that she's having this year. Like, there is no questions asked in regards to her on the MVP train that she is on for it. Like, MVP for a fact, she's winning it this year. Asia Wilson has not looked as good as what she's looked in past years. It's definitely been a down year for the Las Vegas Aces, and I don't even think if Asia was playing to the level that we're used to seeing Asia play at, if that would honestly help and do anything for the Aces, because someone else got to do something. Someone else has to bring along for them, and I'm just not seeing it right there over there for them. And honestly, I'm not even voting Asia. I know Asia is an all-star. She's gonna be, you know, it's one of the faces of the league, but I'm going off of play. I'm going off of what I've seen, and maybe, just coming down to it, depends on who else is on this list that I can vote for. Maybe I might vote for her, but maybe not. Who knows? Tatsu Sabali, I ain't gonna lie, I'm petty. I ain't voting for you. You left my team. You want to go play for the Phoenix Mercury? Go play for the Phoenix Mercury. Go play with Kalia Copper. Go play with Alyssa Thomas. I don't give a damn. I ain't voting for you for All-Star. I don't want to see you out there on the court. No, screw that. Breanna Stewart, surprisingly, not starting the season off slow like what I'm used to seeing Stewie go out there and do. Looking pretty good out there, especially in the backup. Well, not even backup, playing the center role that she's been having to play with Jonko Jones being out and things of that nature. I do like the upside and everything for it, and what New York is possible to be able to do in back-to-back years. Maybe a two-peat for them over there, but definitely I do like Breanna Stewart. Derek Hamby, up and down in regards to what I'm feeling for it. Really, I don't know. Maybe it's just the Derek Hamby fatigue. I'm not seeing the exact same spark and boost like what I saw last season for her, so I'm not too inclined to vote for her as one of my front court players. Tina Charles, honestly, I still don't even understand why the hell you're in the league. No, I don't like it. Nneka Ogwumike, she's going to get my vote. Now, granted, I know the last week she has not been as stellar as what she was in prior games and things of that nature, but just how she started off the season. First game was kind of a bust, but she was in foul trouble. Since then, she was going on a roll, was killing it, was just doing all these great things. And it's a toss-up because I could vote Nneka or I could vote Gabby, and Gabby's on this list as well. And I'm going to vote both of them at the same time just because, to me, both of them, they have been playing at all-star caliber levels and carrying it over here for the Seattle Storm. Seattle honestly has dogs over there for them, all the way from top, from Skylar, and then the insertion of the insertion of Erica Wheeler into that starting lineup, what it's actually been able to do for them on the defensive side of the ball as well. And then Gabby just playing at a otherworldly. We're seeing what we saw in the Olympics for Gabby coming to fruition right now in the WNBa, and I'm just loving every single aspect and bit of it. So yeah, Gabby Williams definitely is definitely getting my vote as well. I got 2 more spots left. Damn, I gotta be picky on these last ones. Kayla Thornton, definitely someone who I am considering. She is being every bit of the Thor God. The usage is through the roof over here for the Golden State Valkyries with her, especially with players like Salon off the court now for them. Who else? Zana Lassini not being there at the moment, things of that nature. Like, that's just really just boosting all the touches that she's getting. The 3 ball, she's confident in that right now. The defense side of the ball, we always knew that she had it on the defense side of the ball, but actually to see her putting everything together and leading a team like she is a de facto leader over there for them, it's good to see that from her. And I mean, give credit to the Golden State Valkyries. Did not expect them to be this good, especially with just like all the mixing pot pool of players that they have over there. Didn't expect that to be the case for them at all when it comes down to it. Honestly, as you go further down here on the list, no one else is going to pop and stick out. The only other person, and fight me if you want to on this, but Kiki, granted, I do believe that she is up there in regards to being like the 1 and 2 neck and neck when it comes down to being with Paige for Rookie of the Year. She has played tremendously. The acclimation from from college to the league has been fluid, just streamless for her. She looks like she belongs in the league. It's not too physical for her. It's not too much for her. It's very rarely do I see her look like she's sped up when she's out there on the court. Yes, of course, she's going to have small mistakes here and there and things of that nature. And of course, she hasn't seen every single center matchup or every single forward matchup that she's going to see on the season. But still, what she has seen and what she has done leading this team alongside another high usage player such as Brittany Sykes out there. But still, They are looking for her. They are running plays for her. They are trying to get her touches because she does have that touch around the rim. She does have that defensive IQ, the hunting on the rebounds and things of that nature. She could go out here and average a double-double on the season. 9.3 rebounds is what she's sitting at right now. She has a couple more games where she pulls down 13, 14 rebounds. I would not be surprised to see her average a double-double. Like, she's doing some really tremendous great things. And it's just going to continue to go up for her. Of course, she's going to make all rookie first team and whatnot for them, but I do like her actually as a all-star. I do think that her game, what she's doing, everything right now, I wouldn't mind seeing her out there on the court. Unfortunately, Jonquel Jones can't vote for her. Injured, was playing pretty great, decent, but I ain't gonna lie, ain't seen enough. Salon is one that I kind of do have some interest in to vote for. Azurá Stevens, no. Bree Jones, I mean, I'm voting for Kayla Thornton. I'm gonna do Kayla Thornton. And yeah, I was petty. Didn't vote for Asia. Of course, I know most people are going to have Asia Wilson as being an all-star, but I'm going to be different, man. I'm going to be different. I'm going to give the ladies who I believe deserve a little bit more flowers over here in regards to my votes right here. All right. Now going ahead and doing the guards. Caitlin Clark. I'm not even going to fight y'all. I ain't going to fight nobody on it. Caitlin Clark. Whatever. She was injured too. It is what it is. Whatever. All right. Besides Caitlin Clark, we got 3 more spots. And I'm going to be real. Plum, no. Alicia Gray, very hard for me not to say Alicia Gray. Just the consistency that she's played with this season. The consistency is a huge thing. She has been uber consistent, averaging 21 points, damn near 5 assists, and 5.5 rebounds. My boy Jay has a saying, she got to show me, and she's been showing it. She's been showing it throughout the season. Definitely that 1-2 punch between her and Ryan Howard, that connection that they've been able to build over the last 2 years over there for her on Atlanta has actually shown, and is showing the growth, especially because she's not just a one side of the ball type player. She's playing on both sides of the ball. She is playing some pretty good defense out there. She's either arguably on your number 1 or number 2 best player on the opposing team. And the upside is honestly there for her. So yes, I do like Alicia Gray as an all-star for this season. Sabrina Ionescu, Kelsey Plum. I just can't do Plum. It's the same thing like when she was on the Aces, up, down, left, right, back. Yeah, I'm just not doing it. Sabrina though, I thought the addition of Cloud would be like over there for them. But it's actually been a good mix. It's definitely allowed her to not have to, of course, assume the responsibilities and duties. Short answer, she has a better Courtney Vandersloot out there that can play some pretty good defense. That's what she has out there. And when she gets hot scoring, it was a good little shootout matchup between her and Caitlin Clark in that matchup that they just had for the Fever. They snapped New York's win streak, which it kind of sucked because I was really hoping that New York would play the villain in Caitlin Clark's first game back. You know, I like the narratives. I like being on the other side of these things. So, but Sabrina Ionescu, definitely our Caitlin Clark before we had Caitlin Clark in the league. I will continue to say that because if you guys didn't pay attention to Sabrina before Caitlin came to the league, you would understand that we already had that when you look at it. Now the last spot, when I look through everyone on here, and this is the person that I think, and this will tell you what games that I've actually been able to watch and pay attention to. Sykes, of course, the usage and everything that she has over there, cool. You could definitely give it to her. Jackie Young, cool. Could definitely give it to her, especially for the fact that she is going to have to step up and continue to step up in the absence of Asia. Skylar Diggins-Smith, what she's doing over there for the Storm. I told you, like, I could definitely see 3 All-Stars coming from the Storm with just the way that they've been playing lately. Ryan, not really. Marina Mabry, team got to do a little bit better. Paige, I wouldn't be surprised if she's not going to be an all-star this year, especially just considering that, hey, you know, one of the quote-unquote faces of the league, and they've done a much better job promoting Paige than they did for Caitlin when she was in the league. I am not going to lie. Kelsey Mitchell, nope, numbers are way down from last year to this year. I couldn't even see her as an all-star. Arike, hell no. Haley McBride just came back, been balling out, looking pretty good. Chelsea Gray, pretty good scoring season so far this year. Citron playing much better than what I thought she would have played. I figured she would have actually struggled. Definitely makes me wonder what Gigi, what Amore would have looked like coming into the league if she would have been able to get the runway and role that she was expected to have for them before she got injured and everything. Definitely wonder what that would look like. Ariel Atkins, hell no. Carrington, no. Courtney Williams, hell no. Veronica motherfucking Burton. This is the one that I do think if you've watched the Golden State Valkyrie, watch what they're doing out there. And yeah, she played for Dallas. She was good when she was for us as well. Definitely a good backup guard and guard position that she played for us. And I liked every single second of actually seeing her continue to develop. What she's done over here for the Golden State Valkyries, what she is doing, her rebounding, the playmaking that she's actually doing, running the floor, looking confident in her shot, setting up the offense, all those things. I like what I'm seeing, and I besides Kayla Thornton, what she's done over here for this team, I don't believe that the Golden State Valkyrie are in the position that they are in without the guard play, and specifically the guard play that I've seen from Veronica Burton and what she is doing out there on the court. She doesn't necessarily have the flashiest, crazy numbers like what we see for the players up here. The Caitlin Clark's going off for 32, 35 fantasy, 35 points and things like that. Sabrina Ionescu dropping 30 balls and stuff like that. But she can hit a crazy 3-point shot. She can play some really good defense. And those are things that I think deserving of being a all-star when it comes down to it. I think she would be a nice addition to the all-star game, or just to be a first-time all-star. I do like that. But this is going to be my ticket for today. This is not the first ticket that I've done, but this is going to be my ticket for today for my ballot. Fee, Brianna Stewart, NECA, Gabby Williams, Kiki, she does love me, and Kayla Thornton, Caitlin Clark, Alicia Grace, Sabrina Ionescu, and Veronica Burton. That's going to be my vote for today. If you guys have not started voting for your all-stars, make sure you guys go ahead and do that. Good luck to everybody out there on today. Enjoy the Monday. The Thunder play tonight. We got to win tonight. The pressure is I don't think the pressure is necessarily on us, the Thunder. I think the pressure is going to be on Indy, because now they knew that they blew it. They had the home court advantage. They needed to keep the home court advantage. Now it's back to where we can play free. We got to win 2 out of 3 games. They have to win a game. They got to win if they want to extend this and do what it is. But hey, Thunder play tonight. It's going to be a good day. That's been my saying a lot lately. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a very blessed day. So going to enjoy the day. Definitely will have the breakdown for tomorrow's slate out early. I'll probably get that recorded sometime later on this evening before the Thunder game. So that will be out fresh early for you guys tomorrow. Huge slate. 6 games. 6. Peace.